Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your brother Jay, Jay the producer. I wanted to do this quick video right quick, man. For those of you that watched the interview last night with me, brother Marcus, brother Demar, and brother Kevin, um, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't get to bring out that I wanted to. Obviously, the Most High didn't have to go that route. But we was able to get a lot of stuff out last night. But I want to hit on this because this was definitely something important I wanted to hit on because, like I mentioned, all right, these leaders, man, they slandering my name. Got their members calling me opportunist. All right, they calling, them themselves calling me opportunist, and I was all about the money. Trying to make $1 off of Israel and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was going to bring this out last night to prove them guys as liars and that they're slanderers. All right, to further prove the point that I was making, all right, that they're hypocrites. Now, I'm going to play an excerpt from something, and then I'm going to give you guys a story. Not a story, but an account, of something that happened, and something that I keep seeing pop up that people keep bringing up. Now, this had to do with a fundraiser that I did while I was with IUIC called, through GoFundMe. All right, and it was for the building of the studio. All right. Now, I'm going to play this excerpt right quick, and then I'm going to come back and explain this to you guys. Now, this is an excerpt. I don't have the proper timestamp because I didn't record the beginning of the class. So I recorded an hour and a half of the class. So my timestamp is based off of my QuickTime player. But if you guys heard the class or go into it or something like that, you guys will hear it. So it's a class that Captain Amaziah did this past Sunday called Opportunists and Hustlers in Israel. And I saw people kept posting it, saying, basically, tune in for class. And so I clicked in on it because I knew it was going to be about me. So lo and behold, the brother that he keeps alluding to, this brother that was like with them for 3.5 years, not ranked and all that other stuff, he was talking about me, all right, without saying my name. So he was talking about me. Now, I'm going to play this excerpt on something that he said, all right, to, I guess, further prove, I guess, without proof. Nobody's asking him for proof. Everybody's just like, amen, because he's reading the scripture and then he's applying it to me. But nobody's asking him about proof, which is odd, especially for people who saying they're keeping the law. So, I mean, you always got to have witnesses, right? So, but anyway, I'm going to play this excerpt. Listen to this.
You're like a damn murderer. You're a hater of God. You're a hater.
Give me a quick second. Let me get to it. The point. All right. Let me get closer to it. Skimming through is the problem. Come on now. Oh, you know what? I can just fast forward. Yeah, let me do it like that. All right. Give me a quick second. It's at 28:01 on my timestamp.
And
all right, hold on. All right.
Wait.
Start here. Here we go.
And ran greedily after the error of Balaam. Wait. And what? And run greedily. Wait. How do you run? Run greedily. You ran greedily. Money. I gotta get all I want to do is sell my products. I want to sell my T-shirts. Or I want to sell my CDs. Or I want to sell this. I want to sell that. All about the dollar bill. All about the money with Esau's face on it. No, you're supposed about these laws, statutes, and commandments first. That's right. That should be a new rule. If you ain't at least a soldier, you shouldn't sell nothing in Israel. I think I'm gonna bring that up the chain. You should sell nothing in Israel unless you're a proven brother or sister.
Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, that ain't just come out of nowhere. All right, him and the rest of those leaders in Atlanta mentioned the same thing at a Feast of Pentecost while I was there. All right, they mentioned the same thing during the segment where they passed around flashcards or blank flashcards or whatever, and the members could write down if they had a problem with the school or the leaders or what would like to be changed, and they didn't have to put their names on it, and then the leaders would read it in front of everybody at the feast and then address it or whatever the case is, right? So there was somebody that wrote in something that had to do with music, and the brothers who know I do music and knew what was all going on was looking at me and asking me, hey, you wrote that, bro? And I was like, no, I ain't write that. So they thought it was me. So I can only imagine the leaders thought it was me as well. But I got up and started walking around Shalom Brothers because I was getting ready to leave. And as I was walking around to where their table were, the left side of them, Officer REA and Captain Shim started joking about, their background singers. They'd be like, "Ooh, yeah," and they was doing jokes like that. And then they said, if you're not a rank, you shouldn't make music in Israel, right? Same thing he just said. This ain't just out of thin air. He just thought about it, or whatever case. He might have just remembered it. All right, but they made the same exact statement at the Feast of Pentecost when I was there. All right, so because when I came up, I only heard the back end of it, and I'm like, what they said? So then I walked around to get my wife and my kids so we could leave, and the sisters that was sitting around my wife, they just started like encouraging me. It was like, it's okay, keep making your music, it really helps us. And I'm like, what? Why are they saying this to me, man? So my wife was mad. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? So she told me what they said. All right. So that's why she was mad. That's why them sisters was encouraging me. That's why everybody had their look on their face looking at me the way they were. So of course I was hot about it. Because of course that's a bunch of bull crap. Okay. And so whatever, man. So that statement was already made. All right. Now, the thing they like to harp on, all right, they're only, I guess, shred of evidence or something they can stand on that I'm an opportunist, all right, outside of something that multiple people do in Israel, which is sell CDs. So, I mean, that's not a big deal. And sell T-shirts, good grief. I mean, how many T-shirts IUIC selling, right? So, obviously, that's not a sin, but that's something that they try to use to further try to say I was all about the money. The mighty dollar. Let me give you guys a background, and then let me show you guys something. Number one, my whole time in Israel, I only had one basically package of things that I did sell, all right, which was my CD ties and fringes, all right, and the T-shirt, all right. Now, the CD itself, you could get a hard copy by itself, or you can get a signed hard copy, or you can get a download version, all right, and then a T-shirt. I don't have it on now, but a T-shirt. All right. And that was it. All the music that you guys see Jay the producer name on, whether it was with the Atlanta camp, whether it was with somebody else or something like that, 3H, they didn't put that version out, but 3HC, I don't think it was 3HC. It was the other group from DC, I believe it was. No, they actually brought it out. Because I was actually featured on it. But 3HC, I did a remake of their Pure Gold song because they used a sample track. So I made original music around it, but they didn't put that version out. But everything else that you see Jay the producer on, I did it for free. Also, putting it out, it wasn't for sale. So and the brothers like Solomon the Jew, Soldier Kilo, he's not with them anymore. And some other brothers that dealt with me personally. No, I didn't charge people for studio time. I didn't charge them for the beats. I didn't charge them for mixing. And if I mentioned anything that had to do with money, it was us putting our money together to get the music mastered, because one of the things that I was known for is the quality of work, and I wanted to keep that. All right, I don't want to sound like I did it out of a room somewhere. All right, I want it to sound like it came out of a professional studio. All right, like it's radio quality. So I knew that it needed to get professionally mastered. So let's put our money together, send it to a professional master engineer. So they could tell you that. Now, when it came to the music, the only people that I charged was two brothers. Two of them. My whole time in Israel, I charged two brothers. And the first one was Prophet Kalai. Well, actually, the first one in terms of chronological order was Brother Jeremiah. All right? For his project EP that we was working on, I did all the work, did all the beats. I didn't charge him for studio time. I only charged him for the tracks and the mixing. And he paid, and it was supposed to be, I think, $800, right? Because I had an Israel price at that time, right? Trying to work with my brothers, give him a discount. So I had an Israel price and I had a world price. So he had the Israel discount. So it only brought him up to like $800, right? Because on top of that, I offered to pay half of his mastering costs. All right. So pay me this, and plus the mastering that we sending off to the engineer, I'll pay half of that out of my salary. So that's what I always did with brothers. All right. I did it with Prophet Kalaya, and he can attest to that. I paid half of the mastering, right? So that's just the way I did the business, right? So Now, this brother skipped town, gave me $50 that first day, and was supposed to have paid me off. And 7 months go by, this brother ain't never paid me off. I kept asking him, yo, what's up, man? You know, blah, blah, blah. And he walked away from the project. I still wanted to be paid for the work that I did. All right. And this brother actually said he wasn't going to pay me. All right. Basically for the work that I did. And he skipped time and he's been ignoring me since. All right. And I just stopped reaching out to him. So that brother skipped out. So who did each other dirty? All right. The person who did the work and did what he said, or the guy that promised wages and didn't pay it. Now, and then the second one was Prophet Collide for his project that I produced called The Resurrection. All right. That came out. You guys heard that. All right. I executive produced that album. We had our own price, and it wasn't $5,000 the way Bishop Nathaniel and you leaders up in Oklahoma was talking about. Okay, that I found out when Officer Azariah came through Georgia and came to my studio while I was listening to music and stuff, and he would just let me know the things that was being said about me. All right. So now, the other leg that they have to, well, actually it's not a leg that they can stand on, but the other thing that they use to try to say that I was an opportunist, all right? I did a GoFundMe while I was in IUIC. Right towards the, well, actually it wasn't, I didn't know I was not going to be with them after that. But when I did it, it was for the building of the studio, all right? I wanted to make sure that it was professionally built, top quality, all that other stuff that handled acoustic problems so that I can turn out even better and more professional products than I did before in Georgia. All right. So that was the goal. All right. It was you guys. It might still be up to this day. Like I'm not accepting donations, obviously, but the actual write up and stuff might still be on GoFundMe today. If you type in JTP Studios. All right. In Round Rock, Texas. So I did the GoFundMe. It was not a IUIC only type thing where I'm just asking people in IUIC. I put it out there in general, all right? And people from other camps, people from radio shows that knew me, people from the Christian church that knew me, people in personal life that either worked with me or something like that, had experience and wanted to, support the vision. They all donated, all right? They all donated. Now, I think I raised maybe $1,435, right? And nowhere near the goal. This studio, brothers and sisters, and them other 2 rooms in there, with all the acoustic paneling, the custom desks, all right, the flooring, the soundproof that you can't see, the everything you see, the electricity, the AC. This studio cost over 30 grand. 30 grand. I had to take out a loan, which I had no problem doing when I obviously didn't meet the goal, and was out of IUIC at that point. I didn't have a problem taking out a loan or whatever cases, and I'm slowly paying it off from the different jobs that I do. All right, whether it's placements on television, money that comes from royalties or something like that. When those come in, and then any side jobs, somebody wants tracks, and I produce a track. All right, so that money goes into this. So I'm not balling. I had a vision. I knew what I wanted, and I worked towards it. All right. And Lord's will, well, not obviously Lord's will, but thanks to the Most High, it came to pass, okay? Now, they like to harp on the fact that I did the GoFundMe, right? And you hear statements online and stuff like that. This brother took people's money and ran to the bank, laughing. Now, I'm going to show you a liar, and you don't know what you're talking about, all right? All you is a slanderer. You're a murderer of your brethren. That's all. You don't have the Spirit of Christ. Now, also Bezalel. Now, I'm only mentioning him. I don't have necessarily a problem with him, but I'm mentioning him because he's a witness. He's a witness that, amongst other brothers, but I just want to use a leader, all right, somebody who got a little bit more weight in the congregation. Now, he's a witness that the things these leaders been saying from Atlanta and all the stuff that's been circulating, he knows that it's false. He knows that I'm not an opportunist. He knows that I wasn't all about the money and a hustler and just trying to make $1 in Israel. All right. He knew what was being said, and he would tell me multiple times what was being said and try to say something as far as avoiding it. For example, when I was getting ready to leave IUIC, or when I decided I was leaving, all right, one of the counsels that he gave me, all right, was, well, if I were you, I would refund everyone in the IUIC back their money from the GoFundMe. Because if you don't and you take the money, then you would make what Deacon Malachi and all them leaders was saying about me. I would make I would make it true. All right, it would come across as true. All right, that they'll be able to use that against me, basically. So for dignity and integrity of my name, do that. Get the IUIC members back their money. So if many of you can remember, I did a video and put it on Facebook and YouTube addressing IUIC members who no longer wanted to support me and my music endeavors because I wasn't with their camp. And I said, if you want your money back, inbox me through Facebook on my email. I gave them my email, all right, with your name, your email that you donated with through GoFundMe, and the amount that you donated. I'll verify it and then refund you your money. It will be over a period of time because I'll be paying you out of my own pocket. I don't know if how many of you remember that video. Now, I gave people the directions. 2 or 3 people actually did that, all right? And one of the criteria that I said in the video was that when you do ask for a refund, I was going to post it online and show that you was refunded. And I did that for those 2 or 3 people that actually did that. Now, nobody else emailed me about getting their money back. The next day, I wake up, my phone is going off. I get all these notifications. I'm like, what the heck is this? I got a whole bunch of emails from GoFundMe saying payment refunded, payment refunded, payment refunded. And I get mad. I get mad, man, because I don't have the money. I gave brothers and sisters the directions on how I wanted to handle this because I'll be paying them out of my own pocket over a period of time because I don't have the money in my pocket. All right. And I thought because with GoFundMe, if somebody goes and mark your thing as a scam, then GoFundMe will refund the people back their money without you having to verify it. So I thought that's what happened. So I'm mad. I'm heated. My wife's trying to calm me down. I'm ready to make a video and like curse people out. Like I was heated, man. But then started to notice something that in the list of people being refunded was people like Brother Braxters from Atlanta. Brothers who know me personally know the things that them leaders have said was false and that they wouldn't ask for a refund. They didn't think that way about me. Now, Brother Braxton in particular called me when he got his refund and he was mad. He thought I was on some like mad spree and sending back people their money and he didn't ask for his money back. He didn't think that way about me. That's why he didn't ask that way, asking for it back. So me and him talking, we laughing and stuff about it, and I told him the stories to calm him down. What happened. So this is what happened for everybody else, because I didn't make it public. But now it's time to make it public, because there's slander. These hypocrites here in this slander telling y'all I'm an opportunist and a hustler and was all about the mighty dollar. And now, granted, they have Black Wall Street events. They have these different opportunities to sell. Let me think. Zamir Israel sell more products than me. Also, Bezalel sell more products than me. Hebrew Market sell more products than me. Original Royalty sell more products than me. All the brothers and sisters who sell perfume and all that kind of stuff. What is it called? The jewelry sisters, spoils. They sell more stuff than me. But they're not opportunists. They're not hustlers in Israel. The brother that sold one album, sold one t-shirt, and then had an option for you to package it together, is the hustler. This brother, me, I never partook in any Black Wall Street event. You never saw me out there at a table selling anything. I didn't sell at the Passover. I didn't sell at any feast days. I didn't sell anywhere. The only way you could buy my album was from my website. That's it. And I had one album from sale. All the other music on my project was on my website was free. Was free. Now, so what evidence do you have that I'm an opportunist besides your own opinion about me? You freaking liars, man. What evidence do you got? Bring it forward, because I'm bringing the evidence you a liar. So bring forth the evidence that I'm a liar. I have my witnesses, bring forth yours. And have substantial proof. Or you just liars. Again. Anyway. So, I explained to brother the story. We laughing and stuff. He done find out what happened. So, he's cool. So, we talking, blah, blah, blah. We hang up. Maybe 2 other people called about it and stuff. All right. One sister got her refund from a radio station. She actually put her refund back, because, maybe the Most High moved on her heart or whatever the case is. Now, I had made the the outlook I had on it, and I'm gonna tell you guys the story right quick, was when this event happened, I thank the Most High for it because the Most High stepped in. And I'm gonna tell you what the story was, and I'm gonna show you the proof. These guys don't know what they're talking about. They're liars. So they said the brother's opportunist a hustler in Israel. He took people's money and ran to the bank. Ha 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 ha. He was about the mighty dollar. Okay. So this is what happened, brothers and sisters. Everyone that donated to my GoFundMe for building the studio got their money back. they don't know that. They don't know that. So they're just running around with this slander and all that stuff, but they don't know what happened. So while they're saying I took people's money and ran to the bank, little do they know, everybody got their money back. So I got this phone on the charger. So wait a minute. Let me uncharge, put it in the computer so I can get a little close for you guys. Give me a second. I put all these emails. Let me turn that music off. I put all this these emails in a folder in my thing. And I named it GoFundMe, right? I got all these emails on the same day. I don't know how good you guys can, not to add for Sweetwater. That date, October 7th. October 7th, all right? October 7th. All those emails all say payment refunded. Payment refunded. Payment refunded. From GoFundMe, GoFundMe, GoFundMe. And the amounts. This is what happened, brothers and sisters. So, the day after, I'm getting all these emails. I'm mad. I'm pissed off. But I started seeing names from people that knew me personally and knew that I wasn't an opportunist. I started seeing them on the list. Matter of fact, Officer Bezalel and Sister Mira's on the list. All right? And he actually messaged me about it. All right? And I told him what happened. All right? So he was like, so that wasn't you? I told him no. All right? So he's like, wow. So he was even surprised by it. Now, so those are my witnesses to this event occurring. Now, as you can see, I got this folder full of a bunch of emails from GoFundMe saying payment refunded. And this is what happened. The day after, I got all these emails. I contacted tech support when I started seeing names of people that I knew personally that wouldn't ask for a refund. The lady said, okay, we'll investigate it, and see what happened. Okay, cool. She would get back with me in a couple hours. Let me pull up her email right quick. Just give me a quick second. Pull up the email so you guys can see. I'm providing this proof for you guys. That was not an opportunist. All right, I was a brother that came in, was doing music prior for the Christian church, and figured now, I'm in the truth now, so I'll be able to apply my gifts to the truth. Similar to how sisters walk in, you find out they sew, and then all of a sudden, immediately they can make garments for Passover. But I guess with me, I gotta wait until I'm a proven brother to make music. Anyway. In Israel and sell it if I wanted to. Now, let me get this email. Give me a quick second. GoFundMe, GoFundMe, GoFundMe. All right, here we go. Put up her email. There we go. All right. So, that's the conversation. I was sending all these emails when I got, when I found out what was going on. All right. Now, so she said she would get back to me in a couple of hours after they investigated. So she emailed me back. This is what she said. I don't know how good you guys can see it. I don't know if it's inverted, so I'll read it. Hi again, Jeshurun. I'm very sorry to inform you that there was a mistake on our end and all the donors have been refunded. To remedy this, GoFundMe will be making a donation of $1,435 to reimburse the funds. Before we do this, can you please also let me know if you were charged in any overdraft fees by your bank? We will include this in the donation as well. I'll be on the lookout for your response so we can take care of this immediately. So what happened was there was a kink in their system and it refunded everybody back their money. And the way that the system is once it I guess goes and says that it's going to refund people, they can't reverse it. So that was a negative on my account. They were going to come after me at one time and try to get this money. And if I obviously didn't have it, I might have got sued. All right. Now, but it was their fault on their end. So what GoFundMe did, and once again, I want to thank GoFundMe for doing that. The GoFundMe themselves donated the amount that was raised, that was given back to everybody. They put it into the account, which X'd out the account, meaning I still got the studio built and everybody got their money back. Okay? That's what that means. Everybody got their money back. So I didn't take anybody's money and ran to the bank. Ha ha, I'm about the almighty dollar. All right? I was a man who asked genuinely, all right, for genuine donations for a vision that I have. As you can see, it came to pass because I'm a man of my word. I had a vision, I've worked towards it, and now it's here. Okay? I didn't reach nowhere near the goal I had set. My goal was not $1,435. I think it was like 10 or 15 grand. Okay? I ended up having to take out a loan, which I was willing to do, all right, and take on the interest for this vision. I was willing to do that, all right? And while you slanderers are out there, you liars, all right, you leaders, so-called, prophets come back of the Most High that's out there slandering, calling me wicked, I was an opportunist and all that, what you got to say now? I didn't take anybody's money. I didn't run anybody's to the bank, all right? I was not about the almighty dollar. As I said, I got plenty of other evidence to show there's people within your camp that sell way more things than I ever did. So who's the opportunist? How can the guy who barely sold at all be the opportunist when you got other people selling way more than him? That's impossible. They're at every Black Wall Street event. I wasn't at one. They're selling at every opportunity. They're making commercials. Buy them all and original royalty. Buy this shirt. We got this new shirt. We got this movement. Buy this movement. We got a hat for it. We got bottles for it. We got sneakers for it. A brother sold a CD and a t-shirt to go with the CD. I'm the opportunist. The brother does work for somebody, you know, like a trade. Somebody want me to build their house. And the brother charges them a wage. And the brother agrees to it. One skips town, don't pay the brother. All right. The other one working on it. But this brother's the opportunist. Who's more of the opportunist? Who's more about the money? How can I be about the money and don't be at events where I can make money? That's it. How can you fathom that? This brother's all about the money. But every event you got that people can make money, I'm never there. So how is that possible, man? How is that possible? I wasn't at the Black Wall Street event when y'all was up in Oklahoma, all right, for the feast day, all right? I wasn't at the Black Wall Street event at neither Passovers. All right. I wasn't at no Black Wall Street event. I didn't make a commercial talking about buy from my mall. I didn't go make a sneaker line for myself. I didn't go do all of that. I didn't do any of that. I made a CD and sold a shirt. But I'm the opportunist. So what you got to say now that you know this brother actually didn't take everybody's money and laugh to the bank, but everybody actually got their money back. So this brother actually didn't take anybody's money because they got it back. What you got to say now? Prophets come back. Okay. Prophets of the Most High. Okay. All right. More like slanderers. More like liars. More like backbiters. More like talebearers. More like respective persons. Taking information. Making assumptions. That's more like what it is. So just how you openly lied on me, how about you openly tell the truth and say this brother wasn't an opportunist? How about you do that? That's what a real man of the Most High do. He admit his mistake in the same way how you openly slandered my name, how you openly told people I was about the money and I was an opportunist. You would make a video, title it, Jada Producer's Not an Opportunist, and put it out and let everybody that you told lies to know the truth. Will you do that? I don't know. I'd honestly be surprised if you did. All right? I don't want no text message because guess what? You didn't send me a text message and accuse me of opportunist. You did it openly. So I need you openly, now that you know I didn't take people's money. I wasn't all about the money. I wasn't an opportunist. I wasn't a hustler. And you know what, Sicaria? Shame on you, man. Because you and Brother Brax was at my house helping me move, and we had a whole conversation about the stuff that was going on about it. You know it was false. You knew it was wrong. So how can you sit there and join in with this rhetoric? Or like what you said earlier, when he said, your product is up in the Christian church today, hooping and hollering. And then you had the nerve to say, in the purple suit. Come on, bruh. Bruh, shame on you, man. I ain't been in a Christian church for like 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't go back to no white Jesus. Christ was a man of color. I'd say that all day. The difference is I denied your false doctrine. That's the difference. And walked away. Unlike some other people who knows falsehood is there, but they're afraid to walk away. Because they honestly think they've been pumped up by these leaders that if they leave the camp, they ain't in the truth. It's a damn lie. The truth is Christ. You in Christ, and the way you know you in Christ is what he said in 1 John 3. Just how he said in the Gospels. This is how they'll know you my disciples, by how you love one another. And we know we're in Christ if we believe on Christ and love one another as he gave us commandment. And we know, and by this we know that we are in him and him in us. Not know if we in your school. Not if we repping your purple and gold. What you got a brand for then? Your school or business? Maybe you should explain to maybe you should explain to your congregation why y'all Islamic church. Maybe you should explain to them that. Why you an Islamic church? Explain that one away. I guess it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay. When you went and registered your school, you registered under Islam. Explain to them why you're Islamic church. I see it with my own eyes. I have my own proof. People been saying that while I was with y'all. But I just didn't pay attention. Why? Because you was the prophets come back. They're just hating on IUIC. Well, now that the proof has come out that your beloved IUIC are slanderers and liars, all right? And then I'm not an opportunist, and I didn't take people's money to the bank and I was trying about to make the dollar. When you got a million other people that sell way more than me that's actually still within their camp. But they probably won't speak against them because a lot of them are leaders. All right? So, what are you going to say now? Same way you openly lied about me? Openly tell the truth. And let everybody know, hey, look, y'all stop spreading that. You know, we're sorry, whatever. We went off slander. That was hating the brothers. We repent or something like that. All right? And we'll actually keep this law that we're saying we're keeping. All right? And openly tell the truth. Officer Besley, you know it's a lie, man. You know it. They may look at you, may look for you to respond, being that I called your name, but please tell the truth. You know it's not the truth. You know it's a lie. That's why you counseled me to give people back their money for the sake of my name, so that I didn't make what they said true. So you know it was a lie. I still have the text message that you sent me. So tell the truth, man. Zakaria. Tell the truth, man. Braxton, if they confront you, tell the truth. You guys know. There's many other people know. And that was witnesses to what was going on. Tell the truth, man. Or the fear of man, respect the persons. You're afraid of the Pharisees. Scared you be kicked out of the synagogue. Don't be afraid of that. You being the truth ain't based off what school you in. It's based off how you love one another. And whether or not you believe on Christ. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. But I wanted to make this because this is something I wanted to bring out last night in the interview, but it didn't go that route. All right. The Most High contained it. But I wanted to make this video and put it out. All right. To go with this. All right. Share it with whoever you know. Whether you're in IUIC or not. All right. Because their lives has gone far enough. I've had people who was supposed to work with me, didn't reach out to me, or actually let me know, hey, yeah, we can't do this, blah, blah, blah. But based off what you guys said about me, don't mess with that brother, because he got a demon. Don't mess with that brother. Got the devil on him. Who got the devil on him? The one who did what he said and was honest, or the liars? Calling themselves prophets come back. Who's the ones got devils on them? And shame on you, bro. You know good and well that stuff ain't true, man. You sitting there like you agree and saying stuff, man, in the purple suit. Come on, man. This whole time, I ain't personally attacked nobody. I didn't say Bishop Nathaniel's gay or something. I didn't put nothing out like that. No kind of slander to him personally. But everything y'all putting out about me is that. Everything I was saying had to do with your doctrines, all right, and your congregation. Not you personally. Because I don't know all of you, like, personally enough to say stuff like that. So I didn't put nothing out like that. But what I am telling you is that you hypocrites and that you liars. Now what you going to say? Now that you know, I didn't take people's money. Matter of fact, they all got it back. What you going to say now? I'm going to leave it there. This is your brother Jay. This is Jay the producer. All right? Peace.